is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to beautiful Annapolis, Maryland, and the home field of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks into the clear. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Caught over the middle. It's Glass. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number. He keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers are bunched together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. Well, they take him down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. Fresh set it out to the offense, first down.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
An empty backfield on second and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The offense going with the hurry-up.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity. And looking to throw now on first down. Dump off caught by the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipman.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Second and long now at the 17. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On first and 10, looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line. But if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. That pass falls incomplete on the final play of an exciting first quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So we begin the second quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. He knocks it through with confidence.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And here comes a deep shot. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Ducks will line up to boot it away. This drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And this one down inside the 35. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Navy will snap it from the red zone now. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
Boy, that slant is so dangerous for a defense to try to slow down. Great job of rallying to limit its yardage after the catch.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Here we go. Ready?
Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few in the play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Set up for the point after. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tagged at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to pass here on second down. Wrap down the middle. It's Glass. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that ball is deflected up into the air on third down. Somehow they come down with it, and it's a first down. Sometimes better to be lucky than be good.
And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw it again. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Motion now from the tight end. Caught in the backfield. It's Glass. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Toss play to the outside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fighting off the defender. Football comes out. Scooped up in the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Handoff running right. He finds some space.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. 1st down, looking for more now. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Past the 20. Touchdown, Navy. No chance to catch him there.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. When the kick is up and good, they tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. And they've got the returner corralled. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He's got room to run. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
How impressive these guys have been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure on the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. Quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get to 4th down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
They'll kick it away here. He takes it at the 40. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made. Receiver found a soft spot in that zone defense. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings down the returner. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Navy is lined up quickly here. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing.
It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Touchdown, Oregon. A big defensive score.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. A That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Over the middle, it's Freeman. That's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
He's running out of time here. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
1st down and 10 now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. He keeps it on the design run. He's got the 1st and still going. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Midshipman, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts him up 3. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Complete towards the sideline. He runs out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And a 1st down for the offense.
1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets the 1st and still running. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
19 on the
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, looking to throw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He breaks free. Got the first down and still motoring. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Navy.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Navy 38, Oregon 35.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return will be brought down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. inside the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Navy! He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Glass. And they'll get him down that time. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the first down marker.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught near the sticks. It's Glass. Good enough for the first down to the 37. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Deep shot, but he paid for it. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And this pass is caught, and they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. No press here. The defense backing away. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looks left and finds his target there. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Glass. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Oregon. The quarterback takes it in himself.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And they tack on the extra point.
That makes the score Navy 45, Oregon 42.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game of playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
Navy will likely just try to run the clock out here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's in the clear. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Has the first down and more. They got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Same tailback, another carry. Loose football. The offense makes the recovery and takes off. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Navy's offense is on the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Midshipman. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the face. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Ferguson. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Navy! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. He's a touchdown, Fresno State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Right back to the well. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run to the left. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Throwing right. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipman. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, let's go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback's got the first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Fresno State will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Navy offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Swings it out to his running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Applewhite. Touchdown, Navy! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. No step back in week 3, they have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, he'll do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. On the snap, it's Longo. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Midshipman! A great catch and run for 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He's in open space downfield. Powers through. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit...
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Fresno State will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the way you set the tone. They started getting this goal-to-go area, and defensively, man, you can put them behind the 8 ball, back them up a little bit. You were on your heels. Now you can put them on their heels.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Midshipman.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The toss to the outside. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Fresno State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here we go. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Going with the ground game left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got the lead. That 1st down.
Breaks into the open. The tag. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't connect on his first throw.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well falls short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah,
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Navy quick to the line. To the air. It's Applewhite. Finds his tight end. Across the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. Run the gun. He'll try to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Running to Green. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Direct snap. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.